here today in our New York office with Jonas Ubaldo, who's in whatever office he's in from Balaram Solutions. He's the marketing director who's been using Sendblue for a couple months now to help facilitate webinars with his leads and his clients and his sales team. And he's going to tell us all about his experience with Sendblue today. Jonas, thanks.
No problem, Sam. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, we've definitely found great value in using Sendblue. We've been using this system now for the past couple of months attached to our marketing efforts, and it's definitely been a game changer in terms of client experience, as well as just helping our agents and advisors really connect with the people who are filling out requests for information. Best way we found it is just exactly what you guys describe it as, right? How to become more personal with inquiries, with your leads, with your people wanting to work with your company, right? The biggest thing we found value in is not only just the ability to send a more personalized message through a quote unquote blue bubble, but also learning from your guys' team the ways that you want to communicate with people in this new age to fully take advantage of sending through blue. The biggest, highlight I'll give out is that our ability to connect with people has definitely increased quite a bit since we use your guys' system in combination with the coaching from your guys' team on how to structure our messages. We've been able to improve our response rates 50% higher than where it was before, and also decrease our communication and sales cycle with our clients to an even faster pace. We're marketing it as a webinar, but our ability to connect with clients has definitely gotten faster since we're getting faster response, higher quality conversations. We've been able to fast track a lot of our inquiries into our system to a what we call cut the line system, meaning we've already established such a strong conversation over Sendblue because we've been able to get higher response rates that we're able to connect with clients who are what we call fast action buyers, right? Or cut the line individuals, as we refer to them, right? Meaning they don't even want to bother with the webinar anymore. They just want to cut the line straight to the front. Like if you're at Disneyland, fast past that line to get their services satisfied and to get into communication with our team as fast as possible. So one case study I'll just leave you with is we integrated this system with one of our webinars just this past week. We sent out our initial batch of texts on Friday, and before the webinar even happened on Tuesday, we already had people who were set up on the calendar to meet with our specialists and actually ended up enrolling into one of our programs because the rep that was assigned to that specific person had a conversation that activated on Friday, got them on the phone, discovered that they were a client that needed to have a what we call cut the line experience. And they ended up meeting with one of our specialists on Tuesday, didn't even bother going to the webinar, was already able to serve them before they even went to the webinar and was able to offer them our services ahead of time. So that's really been the biggest game changer for us, is just being able to have higher quality conversations and also allow our people to get in communication with our potential clients faster and more effectively.
Dang, man. I don't like, should I even ask you any more questions? That was all fantastic. Um, that's great. You taught so many good lessons in there too about the difference between the green bubble and the blue bubble and how you can't just take green bubble text and put it onto a blue bubble. Can you tell us more about how you use them differently?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. One of the biggest things, which is why we've really been able to take the most advantage of it in comparison to what we did before, is really tweaking your messaging. A lot of people, I don't want to say can't do what we do, but would probably have a harder time to do what we do because there's a lot of success in what you actually say on those bubbles, right? I met with my case or with my account manager, and he really schooled me on like proper structure of your messaging. The conversation should be very conversational. If you're going through all of this headache and time and effort and money to have a blue text message that's associated with more of a personal conversation, then it makes sense for you to have very conversational language, meaning less formal, more conversational, more one-on-one, and also asking simple questions, right? Our texts that we put out are very simple messagings that gets us more responses because at the end of the day, when you're comparing green or blue, what blue does is it gets you more information on your clients. And at the end of the day, when you're having these types of conversations with your clients, information is what separates you from someone else. And so if you can get more information out of them, even something as simple as, yes, I did register for that versus not knowing and just sending automations blindly, then you know there's a real person on that other side of the line who clearly has an intention to attend your webinar for your topic. So you know whether they're at the top of the funnel or the bottom of the funnel and ready to buy, they're aware of your specific niche, your specific service, and to some degree, they want it, right? And the only way you're going to figure that out is by communicating with them, getting responses out of them so that you know you have a real person on the other line, right? You know that the information they're giving you is relative to your specific conversation, which ultimately is what improves your ability to communicate, show them your why your services matter, and obviously sell them on why they should work with you.
Conversions happen in conversations. That's what I say. Like, if you want to sell something to someone, you should probably talk to them.
All of my representatives, conversation is king, right? If you don't have a conversation with someone, you'll never be able to show them the value behind why they should work with you.
Totally. Love it. All right, last question for you here. Someone's still watching this and they're not sure if they could go take this next budget and they should put it into Sendblue or they should put it into just spending more money on ads or they should get another setter or spend it somewhere else. Why should they spend it here?
I think one of the biggest reasons why we even started using Sendblue is primarily because, one of my mentors that I work with, he told me, he's like, don't focus on bringing more people in. Focus on the people that are already in the room, right? Meaning if you already have people who want to work with you, who are looking for your services, then you're doing them a disservice by going out there and chasing more people, wanting to bring more people into the room when you haven't already properly worked with the people who are in your room right now. And one of the biggest things with webinars specifically, regardless of service, is that you get people who don't show up, right? Your show rates might be a fraction of how many people actually attend. But now the question becomes, what are you doing with the people who already attended? What are you doing with the people who haven't attended? Before you go out there and bring in fresh people, you really want to make sure that you do the service that you owe these people who came into your system, who want to talk to you, who want to hear what you have to say. And Sendblue is really one of the best ways in this age, with just the amount of traffic that's out there, with the amount of speed that is with our, just day-to-day digital age. Sendblue allows you to really take full advantage of conversing, right? Conversation is king, conversing with the people who are already in the room because you're approaching it from a very personal touch and you're unlike anyone else. Everyone else is probably sending green. If you send blue, you're going to really stand out. So that's what I would say to people who are on the fence is assess, who's in the room, what are you doing to communicate to them? And if the answer is I don't know, then maybe it would be beneficial to put some of your budget towards something like this so you can really capitalize on the people who are already there.
Amen. Jonas, thank you so much. You're a smart guy. People who are watching right now, and they're like, I like him. And he helped me. Valorum Solutions. Who do you guys serve? How can we get in touch with you?
So Valorum Solutions, we are a twofold agency. We're in the financial services industry, so we serve, the B2C market, which is just consumers looking for any financial services. But we also have an agency focus as well to serve people who are professionals that are looking for a place to have a strong opportunity to grow their businesses, work with like-minded individuals, and really take advantage of all the resources that are out there to help their businesses succeed. So that's who we are, that's who we serve. If you want to contact us, feel free to look at our website, valumsolutions.com. Reach out, love to have a chat, whether you're a prospective client or a prospective industry professional looking to work with us.
Cool. Thank you, Jonas.